Hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. Voice is a little odd on that. Probably because I was talking way too close to it. Let's hear what I sound like here. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. So we are here to play the last major story patch of Endwalker. Previously, we finished up the... What was it? No, it was not the first. It was the 14th reflection? The Void story arc. We beat up Zeromus, and we saved what's her face? Ritra's sister. I am totally blanking on that. But whatever, we're here now. This is probably going to be a shorter stream because the last major patch before the next expansion comes out is always a little shorter. Where are we gonna start? One door closes. Oh, we're in Nilsabard, of course. Let me go ahead and travel back over to Razatan. So, bit of a forewarning to those of you coming in now or watching the stream later. I am still recovering from a bit of a nasty cold. So if my voice sounds a bit weird, or if I don't seem to be putting in as much effort to the voices as I normally do, that is why. I'm currently sucking down a bit of warm soup, so we'll see. We'll see what happens as we go along. Heading over to the Megaduta. Oh, I forgot to spread the link around. Give me just a moment to take care of that. I'm very much looking forward to this patch because of the individuals who will be getting revealed, or rather individual, and the first look at the new class. Any other places I am forgetting? Nope, I do believe I have sent the link to all relevant areas. Alright, let's get a move on. Hello, Varshan. Ajdaya, that's who I was thinking of. When one door closes, Varshan has a message from Charlian. Ah, Melody. One of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Baldessian request your presence in Charlian at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to your friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is for you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray, make your way to the Baldessian Annex at once. Ojika awaits your arrival. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Ajdaya the city. From notable landmarks to the people's lives, there is still much and more for her to see. Alright, good luck with that, my friend. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Yeah, it's probably going to be a while. But I am excited at the prospect nonetheless. Alright, back over to our old Charlie. Oh, wait. I can just return instead of wasting the gil. Over to the Baldessian Annex. Hello, Jika. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Melody. I gather you received our message? Please wait here while I fetch Kryl and Graha. Hello. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending for you so soon after your trials in the Void, to say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Ardenville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. Okay. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated or changed in his plans. All he would tell me is that there was someone whom he wishes Melody to meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studium. Shall we look for him there? Bye. Alright, over to the studium. What you thinking, Raha? Arenville's early return likely has something to do with this visitor. Who could it be, I wonder? Now then, where is Arenville? Nope. Here we go. Voiced cutscene?
Arenville!
Yep.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important.
No, not at all, my bad.
I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go?
if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
Yeah.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Show her. Show me.
But it seems you've lost her.
Oh.
Did she wander off?
Oh, here we go.
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is her. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Hello.
Oh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman.
Yeah. Oh, she's perfect.
Lamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Huklamat.
Tulihuela.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Right of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne.
Yeah.
As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
She's so forward. I love her.
Let's all just slow down.
She's so excited.
Lamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Yeah, this is a question I had during the presentation.
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulja, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulja, and one blessed with two heads besides.
Interesting.
He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
No, it's all right, Raha.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself.
I love
Can't
her.
expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met.
No, I accept.
If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. No, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda.
Ooh.
Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
My interest was already piqued, but you continue to pique it. You have my complete attention. No. You have my complete attention.
We're going to get along, you and I.
Oh, yeah.
Tural has no shortage of unexplored frontiers and deadly fiends. You'll never want for excitement, I promise you.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Oh?
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Yes, yes, yes. Sign me the hell up. A journey to Tural. That's the long and short of it. At the very least, I ask that you go on this hunt with her, of hers and take her measure for yourself. So, where to for our hunt? The stronger the prey, the better. The game is afoot. Grahati appears equal parts bewildered and excited. The chance to see not only Tural, but the fabled city, Gold City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. So let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Han. You went there not long ago and culled some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, maybe you might answer the petition. The Isle isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. That works for me! Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tural. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have a chance to get acquainted. Kryle? And before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions. My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray, go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you as soon as possible. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Gave us the best possible introduction to Wuk-Lamat. Thank you very much. We have the loan of a ship from one of the captains, a cheery fellow. I can operate the vessel, so we don't need to trouble him to take us. Cryo was acting a little strange, don't you think? This is just a simple hunt. Wonder what preparations she needs to make. So we have to take a ship? Oh, I barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. A hunt! Come on, let's get going! Upon boarding the ship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended... Okay, time set aside. Thank you.
From here, we must walk.
Okie doke.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. Ooh, a white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
Don't eat the bear, Wuk-Lamat.
I know.
Oh, but she so desperately wants to.
So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
She's so excitable.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother. And until recently, he was a student in the city.
Oh?
He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in.
Oh!
He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Yes, yes, Seth, I am. Like, holy shit. Like, first impressions are so good. Like,
The researchers should be just ahead.
thank you, Aaron Bell.
There. The building to the northeast.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me. Right, let's hunt our fill.
Like, she's so excited over everything. Like, not just hunting. That's what's really impressing me. Like, oh, she could have just been a kind of jockish, like, oh, she only cares about hunting and fighting and being a warrior. But no, she's generally interested in, like, the studium. She's interested in the fact that her brother's a scholar.
Yeah, taste my axe.
Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition? Wait, aren't you? You are! Melody, the adventurer who saved our star. Would that our meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive, my colleagues there can tell you more. If you'll give me just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Away!
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
Hello. If you come to answer the petition, you should speak with my colleague here. I wanted to know what you thought. The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find, and search for traces of the beast responsible for all of this. If you should find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us.
I'll handle this.
Yeah. Oh.
Still.
Oh. Oh, nice.
Is that all? Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
Oh, hello. You find ravaged beast remains, torn to shreds by sharp talons.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
hello. Fine feathers are scattered about the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Oh, there's something glittering over there. Oh, cool. It's a dung pile. The cloying stench of fresh leavings assails your nostrils. Whatever beast left them is likely still close by.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
If they're spoiling for a fight, they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
Okay, she's constantly spoiling for a fight. So, I imagine that's going to come to bite her sooner or later. Like, she's always going at... She's always got her dial turned to 11. What's going to happen when she needs to tone it back? Hello.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
Oh, hello. Yeesh.
Ah! What is that thing?
Oh, ew.
It
Talks.
speaks?
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Woklamat.
Oh?
Right.
Huh. Interesting. Like, does she... Oh, she's probably afraid she might kill something intelligent. Huh.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit! Talk on me, Iceberg. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Shut up already, you blasted bird!
Oh. There's the short temper. Too early there.
Quickly, gather together.
Oh.
I've got you.
Oh, nice.
That was too close.
Steady now.
Ah, got me.
Spread out, everyone. Who paid for that?
Uh-oh. Yeah. That gave me a hell of a lot of time. Oh. It gave me a lot of time because I need to free my companions. Right, move, move, move!
Thank you.
No, not that way, you fool! Come on, 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 come on.
That was hardly a tickle. Try this.
Oh, here she goes. Oh, nice.
Nothing to it.
I can actually hear the buzzsaw in that.
For everything you have up here.
My turn. Zero. She's so fun.
And I had barely limbered up.
Oh, she's shaking.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
And my axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt.
Uh-oh.
What a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Guys, we can see it moving.
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me.
Oh! Oh, here we go!
Have at you.
Yee! That's my girl.
Cryo.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
I am so glad her outfit kept the cat ears.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again.
Aww.
That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
I am gonna be so excited to see the explanation behind this. Like, where did she pick this up?
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon Realm.
Oh my god.
Pictomancy.
Realm! Oh my god, they actually referenced Realm.
As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf, and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant.
Oh, interesting.
What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuliyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
So someone tricked her father.
Oh, I
Her
didn't mean to say
grandfather.
that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuliyolal.
Oh, well, that's
I
good.
can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
She really is a hunter, like just one of the hunters from
eating
Monster Hunter.
That.
I imagine all the Monster Hunter fans are gonna be seeing Wook Lamont and think, find a kindred spirit. Thanks to Wook Lamont, we now know who sent the letter to Grandfather, among other things. But many questions still remain. I understand Kryle's feelings all too well, the desire to do one's part. It can be daunting to try and keep up, but nothing will change unless we take the first step. Nah, what an exciting hunt that was! And now, it's time to savor the reward! With the wildlife pacified and the researchers safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the Colabri meat. For better or worse, there is really only one place we can take it here in Shalien, the last stand. Come, let us see what Dickon can cook up for us. We'll cook this bird up. We have murdered Big Bird, and now we will cook him up and eat him. Big Bird shouldn't have been talking shit. Become bearing bird, Dickon. Well now, there's a famished face if I've ever seen one. What can I get you, Melody? Oh ho! Bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors. And for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as any of you like, you hear?
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Charlian cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Oh? Say less. I love me some spicy food. Oh no! Oh no! Oh girl, don't tell me you can't handle your spicy
intensely
food.
hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveler ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice. So
Guilty.
he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Breathe, girl.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
Huh.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
Oh. Well, that was kind of rude.
I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
Bad seed. Black sheep amongst the flock.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
Oh.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, Is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
Ah, that's smart.
That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal?
Certainly. You seem like a nice lady.
You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you.
That grin.
And one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
She's got a healthy appetite, I'll say that. Judging by Wuklamat's reaction, it appears Turali cuisine isn't excessively fiery. Oh, that's disappointing. Whether Wuklamat has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say. But I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, it's for you and you alone to decide. Become it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. And I shall come by the annex later. Till then. The coming dawn. Rahatia is mulling over what you have learned of Wuklamat and her plan. But I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuklamat's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why don't you use it to learn more about Tural? Nomenon is bound to have some information on the continent. Certainly wouldn't hurt to be better informed. Just the thought of burying myself in books is making me feel sleepy. It certainly wouldn't hurt to be better informed. Quite right. Not only would it help you to make an informed decision, but if you do choose to go, you would be better prepared for what awaits. Come, my friend, let us be off to the archives. Hello, Pudding Wife. Blue-covered book. Principles of blue magic and spell acquisition. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Walakwi tribe. Walakwi, a tribe in the distant continent of Tural. Oh, I guess that's relevant. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallaqui's art and make the animal's powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallaqui. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. History, geography, botany, the public art cards alone could suffice to provide a solid grounding on Tural. Finally getting around to those sightseeing stuff. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tural. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popoto. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World as the place is known to the most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a Lamentan sailor named Ketenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the therefore unknown continent. Ketenram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the dozens of the sprawling nation of Mamulja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Ketenram would return to Tural several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa Lominsa. The most notable of these was the popoto, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketenram's expeditions to Tural. Many tantalizing recipes, such as the bean-filled burrito and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City, reached our shores by way of his ship. To those outside of Ketenram's circle, Tural largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. The Fated Tome. The floral and fauna of Tural. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. Yet while some of her creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen in this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces of a select variety of species, as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. An alpaca, accustomed to Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. The, Wyvray? Wyvray. This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Tural. The Mamalja have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the Wyvray is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Oh my god. Valigarmanda. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. Something tells me that's going to be that Quetzalcoatl creature we keep seeing in the fan fests. Lines in the sand, the geopolitics of Highland. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents and Toral. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east to west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Alligans, who rose to power in Aldernar before advancing east to Ilsabard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garlians. Meanwhile, although the desperate tribes of Tural waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none would make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it, until the leader of the Mamalja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament to the autarch's greatness. Having perused a wide selection of books relating to Toral, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Grahatio will be eager to know what you have learned. Hello, Gem. Should you wish to read these books again, speak with the reference page. Lore. I'm gathering from all of this that Toral is going to be very North America, South America. I've been getting that feeling from the fan fest, but this is definitely seeming to confirm it. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. While there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Toral, I dare say you've found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. But come, let us continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Toral within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? I was rather taken with the tale of Catamaran, Popotos, I have an appreciation. The legendary City of Gold! Well, Catamaran was a colonizer. Well, at least he left Toral alone. Like he only took like cuisines back with him. You know what? I'm rather taken with the tale of Catamaran. Ah yes, the renowned Lamenton explorer who traversed the Indigo Deep and discovered the unknown West. And his accomplishments didn't end there. He traveled Toral extensively and even forged a friendship with the Dawn Servant. If we were able to meet Catamaran, what things we could learn. Alas, all this happened nigh 80 years ago, and he may no longer be alive to tell his tales. Moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the flora of the fauna of Toral? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. Alpacas, beast of burden. You know what, I'm gonna talk about the Villa Garmanda. Now, why do I get the impression you're imagining putting your skills against the fell beast? Unfortunately, I found scant details on your would-be prey. One source simply describes it as an erroneous winged creature with scales hard as steel that rules the skies. I should like to see it with mine own eyes, presuming it even exists. I thought I heard familiar voices. Hello, Alice. Hello, Alphino. Fancy running into you two here. Well, well. Have some research of your own to do you? Aye, we hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that might benefit the Guardian people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Razatan, they will next look to foster relations with their own nations. This includes the formal imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. And what of you two? What endeavor brings you here this day? Something similar. We're going on another adventure! A nation comprised of the disparate peoples of Tyrell. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Tyrell ourselves. The contest. Is Melody the only one who is allowed to help Uklamat? There was no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Uklamat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Arphanode. We have planning to do. Alize, wait! It would seem our plans have changed. If you'll excuse me. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. What do you see, Graha? Something on your mind?
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Worklamat's request?
I'd rather not get involved in politics. I'm still undecided, to be honest. I never say no to a new adventure.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not?
Mm-hmm. It's about meeting new people.
Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tyrell remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think.
I see what you did there.
It's enough to stir me to the core.
Then come with us.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Okay. Thancred, what are you doing? Skulking about again? Welcome back, Melody. If you're looking for Wilklamat, she is currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I can go and fetch them for you. Understood. Please wait in the main hall. Time to expand that map.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
I wish to boldly go where I've never gone before.
Then you need me as much as I need you. Together we'll blaze new trails in Tural.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
Excuse me.
Alphano, Alize! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wilklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville's toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
First impressions last.
Oh, don't puffy face, Alize.
'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphano Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
She's got such an interest in things
Having
outside
recruited so many committed and capable allies,
of just fighting.
I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable.
Indispensable. Indisposable.
They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was.
Oh, she's nervous now.
Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
What? Oh no.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
But we've seen him in the trailer, so he must find a reason to follow us at some point.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
And that?
There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Couldn't they have gotten the clouds out from over Garlemald and whatever that continent is to the south? Forgotten footfalls engraved in ash. Oh, yay! That got me hyped. I love it. Like, I love Wook Lamont. I'm excited to see how she progresses. I imagine that once we've met her brother, we're gonna discover that he also has he's also going to lay claim to the throne, and that's where we're gonna start seeing like separation within the Scions. But yeah, this is... Endwalker has been a very weird expansion. And not just simply because it was the first full expansion that I got to experience. I got into FF14 like near the tail end of Shadowbringer. Like I got in before 5.3 and the Warrior of Light fight came out. But I absolutely see Endwalker as like this transition point. Like so much work had to get put in between, like so much maintenance work felt like it had to get made, had to get done. Like not even just talking about the updates to like previous expansions to make them more solo player friendly, but just all the talk about how they're going to be like updating the visual aesthetics in 7.0. Like you can absolutely tell that Endwalker was made during a point where the game's developers were working behind the scenes to improve the game overall, which I would say was a good, on the whole, it's a good call. Like, it's important for the long-term health of the game to take these periods where you do a lot behind the scenes to improve the entire experience. But that does mean that whatever expansion you do that during is going to feel like there's less content there. And that is probably my biggest criticism of Endwalker post the vanilla story. It's just that the patch cycles feel like you get all content done for them in a week or two. Like, it doesn't take that long to get through all of the content that each of the patches offer you. And then after that, you're just sort of waiting until the next patch comes out. And that, for an MMO, I 100% agree that is an issue. But if you're a very casual player like I am, you're just playing the game to be, a lack of proper relic weapon grind didn't help. But just in general, if you're like me and you're just playing casually and you're just playing the game to be a part of this world, then I feel like Endwalker is a fantastic expansion. Like the multiple the multiple solo dungeons that brought us back to the Siltane the dungeon in Ul'dah. Then we had the dungeon over in Doma. Like there's so much content in this expansion that has brought us around to different places that we haven't been to in a while, and it's just sort of a good variety pack, I guess. Like everything they've given us has been really damn good, and it's just been very varied. It's just not content that's going to last long. But yeah, Dawntrail, from what we've seen, they're going to be giving us so much content. They're going to make up for the lulling content that Endwalker gave us. They're going to be making up for that in spades when Dawntrail comes out. I am so excited for what we get in Dawntrail's patch content. But that is for likely June or July, depending on whenever that finally drops. Until then, I'm going to be replaying through the entire... I'm going to finally get around to replaying the entirety of the game. Not just playing through A Realm Reborn for whoever the hell is... whatever new player I'm guiding through that initial gameplay. I'm gonna try to get another character all the way to max level before Dawn Trail comes out. Am I going to stream that replay? Well, it depends. Like, I'll probably stream like during the times when I actually feel like it. But if I'm playing just a bit every day, I'm probably not going to be streaming every day. Like, the character I would be like working to get to max level is already like almost halfway through the base game of Heavensward. So I would just be playing from that point. Hell, I might try to get 2 characters to max level. Nah. I definitely would be speedrunning one of those characters if I tried maxing out 2 more characters. But I do want a character to get to max level that I would like designate as one of the new classes. I really want to get into like the Savage and the Ultimate scene. Like, I want to get into the harder content. I haven't been able to find someone I can regularly play with. Like, find a group of people that I can regularly play with. Because that's how I really want to go into the harder content, is with a group of friends, not just randos on Party Finder. Because I feel like that will mean a lot more to me if I know I have a friendship with everyone and we're all working towards that same goal. Like, that's the only reason I've not really dived into the harder content at this point. Is because I want to do it with a group of friends, not just randos. No, like, Seth, I know. Are you prepared to die, little man? Yes, I am prepared. Like, I highly doubt it's gonna be more frustrating than any given Soulsborne game I've played. That's part of why I want to do it with a group of friends, is because we'd all be on like a Discord chat together, and we'll be able to communicate better, like what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right, like being able to like have like call outs and stuff. But yeah, I freaking loved Endwalker. Like, this was a phenomenal expansion, even with all of like it's like warts and all. I don't want to call it warts, because it's not like they were the down points were ugly in any way. It was all just good. I just wish there was more of it. And like, wishing for more of something is not what I would consider like a true negative. Yeah, I've got one more cutscene after the credits. Well, I've said everything I really wanted to say, so I'm just gonna speed this up just a little bit. Be my here comes soon, as is all I do. Oh man, the Four Fiends fights were immaculate. Like, freaking love them. I can't wait for the ultimate that they're gonna... You know they're gonna make an ultimate fight that's the four fiends, then Golbez, then Zeromus. Like, they're 100% going to do that, and I am excited for that. We're getting close to the end, I think. Alright, things I'm really looking forward to in Dawn Trail, though. Like, I really love what we've seen of the new classes so far. I'm gonna need more to go off of than just the class teasers before I really decide whether or not I want to add them to, like, if I want to main either of them. It's definitely going to be the first thing I do when Dawn Trail drops. Is I'm gonna spend a lot of time toying with Viper and Pictomancer. Like, my first day of playing will probably be an hour or two of the main story, and then another hour or two of just running dungeons as Pictomancer and Viper. On that note, I am planning on taking... Like, it depends on what day of the week the game drops. Like, if it drops on Tuesday, I'm probably going to take that entire week off. But if it drops later in the week, I'm probably just going to take... I'm going to take however many days in the week until the weekend. And then I'm going to, like, take days off on subsequent weekends. Like, I'm not going to try to take enough time off from work to just ass blast my way through the entire game. Like, I want to be able to spread out the content at launch over the course of a month or even just a few weeks at the very least. Like, I don't want to get all of Dawn Trail in 1 week. Like, MMOs are too big for that. They drop so much content that if you tried getting through all of it in, like, a short span of time, you're not going to have enough time to digest it. And that's really how I prefer to consume long form media like this is, like, get through it over time. Give yourself time to decompress from stuff. Jesus Christ. Endwalker was definitely a story I needed time to decompress from. Like, I didn't get done with Endwalker's, like, vanilla story until, like, 3 weeks after the game had dropped. Like, I think it was close to the new year. It might have been into the new year before I actually got to the final boss. People were definitely raiding by the time I did it. Like, I like to take this game at a slower pace. I like to do all the side quests like as they pop up, rather than just focusing on the main story and coming back through around just to do the side quests. I prefer the side quests to be a break from the main story, and I make liberal use of those breaks when I'm playing through the game. It's why it took me over a year to get through the game initially, is because I was taking time to do all the content as I was playing through the game. Yeah, I'm gonna continue that trend when Dawn Trail drops. Can we speed this up anymore? I hope this doesn't skip the cutscene. Oh, nope, I gotta turn in the quest. Lest you wonder about your passage to Toral, Erenval will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you. A rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well in your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. Yay, a backpack. Is there a map inside? Meanwhile, in Limsa. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice! Oh, hello, Estinian.
When does the next ship set sail?
Where are you off to?
May I ask your destination? The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
Completely on his own.
West, you say?
Completely unprompted, he's heading west. Meanwhile, in Old Charlian. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. What are
I see
two
you've made
to?
up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
Oh.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh my god.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
They want to test their might against us.
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
See, I'd much rather have these two as rivals than Xenos.
This will be a mission to remember.
These two are going to be fun to fight against.
Come, my friend. We make for Taral.
What about Y'shtola?
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Hello, Emmett.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
Weigh anchor now, the tide is high, and dawn of new venture is nigh. Row forth to break horizon's bond, and tread the gilded path. What was that last one? You moved a bit too fast there for me. Tomorrow's unknown. I liked that a lot. Oh, what title did we get? Sun Chaser. You know what? You know what? I have had a Dragon's Best Friend as my title for a long time. So, you know what? Sun Chaser Melody Ophidian. Alright, well, with that, thank you all for joining me. This was very fun, and I am absolutely going to be streaming more of the game in the coming months, and definitely when Dawn Trail finally launches. Until then, thank you all so much for watching, and I shall see you when next we venture. Peace!